Man, the transfer portal opened the day after the Natty, but I think everybody really knows like it's really been open. Like the stuff behind the doors has happened. Like you will see, for example, on Twitter, you will see guys already crystal ball to certain teams, guys already lining up visits to go here and there. So it's already been going on behind the scenes. But I would just say this to all the people that are getting in the portal: the grass is not always greener on the other side. And I would just preach. There's a lot of kids that will get bad advice, and there'll be a lot of kids that just, I don't know, take chances in the transfer portal for no reason. Because there's a lot of guys like last year that will get in the portal thinking they thinking they would have a dream that they could get this and that, and they would lose their scholarship, and they would basically find no home. Or if they're at the D1 level, they might have to go to D2. But the biggest thing is the academic part. I would just say guys are being advised to jump without realizing how many credits they'll actually lose and never graduate. And I just feel like they should keep the main thing, this portal cycle, and just don't be delusional. How about you?
I, I'm gonna put this question out there because I know that you're a college athlete yourself, and looking at it from a college athlete perspective, how do you feel about, and we talked a little bit about it earlier with Trump's executive order of keeping, academics at the forefront and center. And so when you talk about, entering the transfer portal and then people losing credits more than they thought, how do you feel about that from an athlete yourself? Like how does that affect you? And being able to separate athletics and, let's say, I know you're not a basketball player, but basketball and your credits and being able to graduate, with the likelihood of you not going to the draft.
Yeah, I think I think there's a lot of good families out there, and there's a lot of families just chasing a bag. So I would just say there's a lot, like, for example, my parents are both educators. So they're gonna always tell me to get my degree. So for example, when I got in the transfer portal from UAB going to McNeese, there were a lot of other schools I wanted to go to, but I would have lost like maybe 9 to 20 credits. But I came here, I only lost three. So that's a big factor that a lot of people don't realize when kids are picking schools, because sometimes your credits won't transfer anywhere. And maybe you'll lose like 40 to 50. Like if you go, like, let's say you go to like Alabama to California, they got something completely different going on. I just feel like that's a major aspect that people don't really realize. But an anonymous Big Ten coach said, if you have under 12 million, you are going to be in trouble this portal cycle. So they said a big time player, a top of the line, top 10 player in transfer portal can go for around 4 to 5 million. That's just one player alone. So if you have like a 12 million, under a $12 million budget, you can be in trouble. Because these players this year, like, they're coming in high demand. Like Yaxel Lindenberg from Michigan, I think he got around maybe 3 million ish last year. And now, it's just looking like the price tag is going up each and every year.
It's completely understandable, kind of like what you were saying a little bit ago about how some families are just chasing that bag. And I completely understand that if you do have the potential to one day be in the draft, but let's say that you weren't, I would say, kind of like along the lines of what you were saying, education first. And if my credits aren't going to transfer over, then I might want to think about, my future degree and my future career outside of athletics.